Whether you're a guy in a cape
or a rogue who is sneaky,
join Chris and Rodger
as they entertain the geeky.
Guys, what's going on?
I need a moment.
Rodger needs a moment. Chris here. And a special guest.
Ronnie
Cobb.
Ronnie Cobb.
So, Ronnie, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself. What's your favorite color?
What is your favorite color?
Lime green, actually.
The fuck type of favorite color is that?
I don't know. I just like the bright.
All right.
Green.
Twinkies or ho-hos?
Ho-hos.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
Any other things you want to know?
How do you eat your steak?
With a fork and knife.
Oh.
All right, dickhead.
I believe the correct term was, how do you order your steak?
Oh, okay. Medium?
All right, we can accept that. We can accept medium. I mean, that's close to being a man.
I eat mine fucking medium well, so yeah, that's very close.
Yeah, you're not close to being a man. You're kind of going the opposite way. Remember, Chris, redder the better.
Whatever.
So Ronnie does this wonderful thing that's kind of sweeping the nation right now. It's like they call these things escape rooms, and basically, from what I've been to one that Ronnie ran. You and a team of your friends have an hour to escape this room with a setup. Like the one we did was there was this mad doctor locked two of our friends in the dungeon, and the rest of us were in the lab, and we had to get into the dungeon and get out of the lab in under 60 minutes. So it's like actual real-life role-playing game without the dice, without a GM telling you you're fucked up.
Problem solving.
Yeah, it's nothing but real-life problem solving.
Yeah.
Ronnie, did I fuck any of that up?
No, it's pretty accurate.
I did one, and it was basically...
No one cares what you did. We're talking to Ronnie. I'm sorry, continue.
I don't even want to be here. No, I did one, and it was like a Saw kind of thing. This mass murderer dickhead kidnapped a bunch of people, and they had already killed a couple of people, and we could see their bodies, and we had to escape his little fucking freak show that he had going on. And it was you put sticks in a tube. I figured that out. You put sticks in a tube.
You put sticks in
If there's a tube, you put sticks in it.
Yeah?
Every time.
I had to make a paper airplane. It was hard as fuck.
Boom. So
tell us. Ronnie, first off, so tell us where you work at.
I work at the Beast Escape Room in Glen Carbon.
Contact information?
It's beastescaperoom.com. And just for this show, we set up a promo code. If you use promo code Geeky, you get 20% off.
How much?
20% off.
That's like for free.
That's like 20%.
That's most of it.
That's like $2 off every $10.
So basically, promo code Geeky
at what's the website again?
beastescaperoom.com.
beastescaperoom.com. So go to beastescaperoom.com, book your time, use the promo code Geeky, and you fucking win. You're welcome.
So, real quick, Ronnie, what type of scenario is being run right now?
There's two rooms there. One is the one you mentioned, where half of your team is thrown into the dungeon, the other half is in the office. You do have to work together. People in the dungeon have clues that people in the office need, and vice versa. So you communicate through a door that's closed, try to free your friends, and then get out before the beast returns. The other one, it's called the investigation. It's an investigator has found evidence that the beasts are bad. They've been living amongst us the whole time. It's very similar to the plot of V.
Oh, I like V.
So the beasts are there. They're in public. Everybody knows about them. This investigator found out that the beasts are bad. So you're in the office of the investigator, have to find the evidence and escape before the beasts find you.
Can I say it's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum when I'm all out of gum?
Yeah, of course.
Because I kind of want to say that.
Because that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, okay. So, how long have you been doing this now?
I've been working at this room for a few months. I've been doing escapes since last year. I actually I played all of the Beast Escape rooms and befriended the owner, Kyle. And we got to talking. He needed help running the room while he was running his other business.
Right.
So I came in. It's a lot of fun to watch people throw up clues. Well, not throw up clues, but
Did anybody throw up?
I haven't seen it, but I bet it's happened somewhere. I made a 16-year-old girl cry a couple weeks ago.
We're okay with all of that. How did this... Like, 'cause this is a newer thing. Like, I've heard about it maybe like the past year, 2 years. How long has this type of thing been around?
This crazy shit.
From my understanding, it's been a thing in like Japan for a while, and just in the past few years, it's gotten really big here in America. There are a few different styles of escape rooms. The Japanese style is the one where you're actually in a scenario, like the doctor's office with your friends in the dungeon or the investigator's office. There's a Norwegian version, which is basically you walk into a room, here's puzzles, solve. Those are a lot harder because it's basically just nothing but critical thinking puzzles.
I don't think that'd be as fun.
That kicks ass.
It's a much bigger challenge, so when you solve it, you feel better about yourself. But I do find the Japanese ones a lot more fun.
I felt pretty good about myself if it wasn't for my wife constantly looking at the camera going, give us more hints!
Oh, see.
Give us more hints!
We died in mine. We were literally right there. Because we went with a mixed group of people, so it was like there were a couple of people that wanted to be there, and some people that wanted to be there solely for the drinking that was being done.
Sounds like my kind of group.
And the drinking that was being done, these people were fucking butt fucks, like total retard dipshits, did nothing. They looked up at the camera and they're like, "We need a clue," and I'm like, "You shut your fucking mouth. Like, you've done nothing. Don't ask for a clue."
Do you get that we role play as a hobby? Critical thinking is what we do every fucking week as a hobby. Shut your drunken mouth up. Let me roll some dice. I got this.
They just sat there, and then they'd, like, get in the way. You're, like, looking through drawers and stuff, and they're like, oh, let me look in there. And it's like, get the fuck out of my way, dick.
Yeah, working the room, it can get kind of frustrating watching these teams where there's a few people who really know what they're doing, a few people that just kind of stumble on things. I've seen people find a key hidden, and they grab the key and they just kind of set it aside and they just walk around. And like 10 minutes later, somebody walks in and, hey, where'd this key come from? Like, they found that 10 minutes ago. They could have been so much further in this game if they would have just communicated.
Now, how often does the Beast change their room layouts?
The last time he changed one of the rooms was back in March. He did have a Christmas-themed room.
In July?
Yeah, well, it was around Christmas, but he kept it going until around March, and then changed it out for the investigation, which is the new room.
Okay.
He doesn't have a set date right now, but he is planning on making a new room eventually.
Which one is he taking over?
I'm not sure. I would guess the Trapped Friends room, because it's the oldest one.
Okay.
But I know that's a pretty popular one, so I don't know for sure.
Because I'm going to throw it out there on air with our 5 listeners. I would like, Chris, for you and I to get a couple of guys and gals, maybe your woman, my woman, a couple people.
Couple listeners.
Maybe some couple listeners. Brian Johanningmeyer, I'm thinking of you. Joe Moore, maybe. If you can keep your shit calm. And like do this as a cast if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like get a couple mics, us go out and do this as a cast. Would that be possible? On a room that's changing, so we're not giving away the secrets?
I don't see why not. I mean, obviously you have to run it by the guy who runs it.
You're the boss right now.
Oh, well, if I'm the boss, sure, why not?
Hey, we're doing it! We're doing it!
We win.
Ha-ha! Yeah.
I feel like we just scored 18 points. No, 20% points.
20% points. Remember, use Geeky, the code Geeky at beastescape.com. We're going to say that a couple times.
Beast Escape Room.
Beastescaperoom.com.
20%. That's a fucking deal.
You guys are welcome.
You know, that's my discount at the shop. 20%.
Like I said, you guys are welcome.
That's a...
At Fantasy Shop?
Yeah.
They give you a discount?
Yeah.
They don't give me one.
I run events.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't work there long enough to get one.
I didn't either. I had to run events.
Mike Rodger was going to give it to me. Like, John was like, I think I'm going to give it to you. I have to run it by Mike. And Mike was like, as much as I want to, he's like, he just didn't fucking meet the mark for how long you have to work here to get it.
Yeah, I think Mike Rodger was about giving all ex-employees, as long as you weren't fired, a discount.
I was special to Mike Rodger.
You can think that.
I know for a fact I was. Get your fucking hands off of me.
Alright, so back to this escape room thing. What is the craziest thing you've seen a group do in one of these rooms? Like one that you sit back and you go home and you're like, babe, listen, this is what fucking happened today.
That's rough. I mean, a lot of times it's just people being obnoxious, yelling.
He's stunned.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
nothing stands out.
Does anybody ever grab some like random girl in the group and he's like, "Doesn't look like we're gonna make it out of here," and then he fucking plants one on her, and then she slaps him.
Whoa! Donald Trump does not do these escape rooms.
You know, back in the day, this would happen in movies, like at a critical point in time.
It happened in E.T.
And it was kind of romantic.
Remember E.T.?
Yes.
Letting the frogs go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I kind of want to kiss you right now.
It was considered romantic at one point in time.
Yeah, no, that was called sexual assault. Elliot sexually assaulted that poor girl.
That motherfucker.
Oh my god. Wow. All right. So there's that.
So when I did the one that
So hold on. Have you ever seen that happen?
Not specifically, but at the end, if they don't get out, bit of a spoiler, I burst in there with a drill and a monkey mask. And I've seen people just jump in people's arms. That's how I made the 16-year-old cry.
You really burst in the room?
Yes.
Like you're a big dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of
You made a motherfucker cry?
A 16-year-old girl.
Have you made anyone faint?
I haven't. I almost knocked over a pregnant lady once. I felt bad about that. she was standing right behind the door, and I was watching, making sure she was away. But I guess right when I was coming around the corner, she walked up to the door, and I burst in, and she jumps back.
Did you check the floor to make sure no water broke? Because, that's an important thing.
Why would you do you guys have like a rule, like if you're pregnant, you probably shouldn't do this because of the stress?
There's like a waiver thing.
Yeah, there's a waiver you have to sign at the beginning that explains things.
That explains, like, if you're pregnant or nursing, you shouldn't do this because it's increased stress.
I'll be honest, I haven't read the waiver.
He
Worst
just makes
employee
sure.
ever. He's like, just sign this.
Time out. If the fantasy shop made us have customers sign waivers, we wouldn't have read it.
For what?
It doesn't matter. Let's just say they did. You and I wouldn't have read it. We go, just sign this.
No, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been having people sign contracts for a long time, and they're like, what's it saying? I'm like, it says a bunch of useful shit. Here.
Right. We don't read shit.
Sign right there.
Just sign it.
Yeah, I know it says something to the effect of, hey, if you hurt yourself, it's not our fault.
I thought about hurting myself when we were doing it. I was just beating my head up against the wall.
My uncle, when we did it, was like, I think I'm just going to run through the wall. And somebody came in over the microphone and was like, do not charge a wall.
Yeah, well, there's an intro video that they watched at the beginning that lays out all the rules, and one of the specific rules is do not Chuck Norris the doors.
Yeah. Or go out the window.
Yeah, don't go out the window, don't Chuck Norris the doors, don't unscrew anything, don't move the furniture.
Oh, see, this place told us to move the furniture. They're like, the windows are barred up, so don't try to break any windows.
Yeah, some of them are a lot more elaborate than others. Some, it's, here's the stuff you need, you can dig through things. Others, I've done one where you had to move a table across the room and rip up the rug and find a hidden doorway underneath.
That's fucked up.
That's intense.
I had a friend who did one, I believe it was in Japan years ago, said that you turned a lever and then the place started flooding and it lifted one of the walls and you had to go under it. That I don't see happening around here. But
that sounds fucking wicked.
Yeah, just hearing his stories made me want to... That was back when I first started doing the escapes and I just wanted to do more.
All right. So what's the craziest room you've been in and what's the craziest room you've ever heard about?
The craziest I've ever heard about was probably the one I just mentioned because there were just floating islands you had to ride on with the flooding waters and everything.
How big was this room?
I don't know. It was in Japan, and they said it was multiple rooms. You had to turn levers that rotated the floor under walls, and that is one I want to do.
It was an old amphitheater.
That's amazing.
It sounds like it was like, you know how you go to a concert at like the Scott Trade Center?
It sounds like Japanese people want to kill you, is what it sounds like if you ask me. Hey, yes, we are going to flood this room with water. Hope you can swim, fucker. God, that's crazy.
I think he said it was only like 3 or 4 feet.
You can drown in 3 feet of water. So I've been told.
I want to know who the fuck... Okay, so you have to like waterproof your walls and stuff in order to do that.
Yeah, I think it was probably in some kind of pool enclosure or something.
How much do you think that cost?
A metric shit ton?
Because
you know how much that cost? It costs the same amount of money to do that as it does to start a game publishing company. That's how much it costs, Chris.
That has to cost more.
All right, so what's the craziest one you've been in? There
have been a couple of cool ones. There's one that was like an archaeological dig. You start off in a little church room.
You're fucking Indiana Jones?
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's very Indiana Jones-like. So you start off in a church, and then eventually you find a hidden doorway that leads like underground. You have to look through these binocular things to find hidden clues off in the distance.
What was the find? Like, what was the big thing you found? The Ark of the Covenant?
Salvation.
Yeah, I don't even remember. It was some kind of gemstones or something. I don't even remember.
Oh my god, that actually sounds really cool.
And another one I did, it was a Wild West bank heist. So
yes.
You get in and you're in a bank, and first thing you have to do is get into the back. Last thing you have to do, or near the end, is you have to blow the safe.
I want to do that one.
Yeah.
Find that one. I want to do that one, Chris.
I'm doing a Western story here soon.
Shh, we're not talking about that right now. We'll talk about that next
story.
episode.
No, that just totally got my goat, man. You're like a Western. Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
You don't even like Westerns.
I like being a cowboy, though.
All right, so that actually sounds really cool.
There's a lot of really cool ones. I look at the themes a lot and just want to do most of them because of that.
Now, is there like how does Beast Escape Room? How do you guys come up with your ideas for what the next room is going to be? Do you go online? Or do you sit down and talk about it? Or?
Do you watch horror movies and get inspired?
I do. Kyle, the owner, he's the one that designed the rooms that are available now. I jumped on afterward. I actually started working with him just after he introduced his most recent room, The Investigation.
So really, you need to tell Kyle to let you design a room.
We're supposed to work on it together. We haven't really talked about it, but he brought it up that we're going to work on some puzzles for whatever room he comes up with next.
You should do a giant monster attack room.
I don't even... Dude, you could do one that's not giant monster.
No, think about it. Godzilla's attacking outside. He's hit your office complex. You got to get out before he comes back and smashes the place. Yeah.
What if they did like a Freddy Krueger thing?
No, you have to be asleep. Dude, you know how fucked up that would be?
You're in a dream.
Oh my god!
Trying to wake up.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. Yeah.
That would be neat.
You could fuck with some shit.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of copyright, trademark stuff. You
Doesn't
can't really
have to be Freddy Krueger.
Well, you could say, hey, you guys are in a nightmare.
You have to wake up before
the
Freddy comes in and with his clawed foot.
Before Nettie Fugger.
Freddy Krueger.
No, I said Nettie Fugger.
I know, but I just...
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so before, some asshole comes in and destroys you because he can only get you in your dreams. And then everybody you fucking flip lights on and shit at different times to fuck with people. You turn a strobe light on at one point. People fucking have seizures and die.
Oh my god, they're gonna have seizures and die. I like this. We should do this. Fuck it, Ronnie, we're taking your job over. We're gonna design rooms from now on.
There's plenty of rooms around. If you guys open another one, I would play it.
We can't. We got too much on our plates.
Yeah, we way too much going on right now.
Entertain the Geeky will not be doing an escape room. Yet.
But there is a promo code because of Entertain the Geeky.
Sure is. What's that promo code again?
You go to
beastescaperoom.com
and you type in Geeky as the promo code.
That gets you 20. Not 5.
Not 10.
Not 15.
20!
You get more than 18% off. You get 20.
You're welcome.
What are the hours of operation? Because that's something that we really probably should discuss.
Yeah. It's pretty much open. I don't know the exact hours in the morning, but I've worked there on the weekends as early as 9:30, 10 in the morning. And rooms go as late as midnight. I've been there after midnight before just because people wanted to book the rooms.
Is it just Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Or
he has hours all week. Because it's just a one-man thing, he runs it all week.
Okay.
So if he's free, he will put hours on the site. So there's a whole calendar you can go in and see all the openings. But generally, I believe he has openings 7 days a week.
Book something up for this guy.
What size group do you like? What minimum and maximum size group do you recommend?
The Trapped Friends, the maximum is 8. The Investigation maximum was 12. I've seen people get out with as few as 2 or 3 in the Investigation.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be really good. You have to know what you're doing. The Trapped Friends, you need minimum 2 because you are split up into 2 rooms. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it with just 2 people. I would say minimum 4 recommended.
We could do it with 2 people because I know all the secrets in that one. I'm just saying.
I would just fucking Clint Eastwood that shit and bring a pistol and shoot the doors.
You can't Chuck Norris the doors.
It's not Chuck Norris.
Oh, that's right. Clint Eastwood. Is that okay?
Clint Eastwood.
I'll have to bring that up. Maybe we need to
bring a 6-shooter.
Change the intro video.
Really? Yeah, really. I think they just don't want you to damage the property.
They're like, no conceal and carry is allowed here.
Yeah, because you would shoot Ronnie as he burst in with a gorilla mask and a chainsaw.
You don't fuck with me.
I picture now. We don't get out of the room in time. He bursts in and you go, "Let's go, bro!" And then you just charge him because in the moment you think
and then they're like, this fucking boss comes in and he's like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
It's a bad idea.
And then we leave. In handcuffs.
Oh God, that's not good.
That was beautiful. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up on that note.
Are we? Hold on. I think one more time. Ronnie, what's the name of the place again?
Beast Escape Room.
What's the website again?
BeastEscapeRoom.com.
Chris, did you get that?
Yeah, what's the promo code?
Geeky.
What is that?
Geeky!
Where do you go to put that in at?
BeastEscapeRoom.com.
And their hours are on the website. Book a time.
20% off. Guys, as always, follow us on Twitter at Entertainment Geeky. Oh, fuck, now I'm screwed up.
Now you fucked up.
Follow us on Twitter at Entertaining Geeky. Like us on Facebook at We Are Entertain the Geeky. We're on YouTube, Entertain the Geeky. We are on Instagram as Entertain the Geeky.
YouTube!
I said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
That's okay. We love you guys. And as always, stay geeky.